Member for Redlands.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today to speak in strong support of the Making Queensland Safer Bill 2024. For the 19 months leading into the 2024 state election, one of the most frequently raised issues in conversations with the Redlands community was crime. It is a concern that weighs heavily on the hearts and minds of families, small businesses and individuals across our electorate. Just yesterday, I was made aware of yet another break-in at my local hair salon, hair boutique. For the owner, Mark, and his team and the customers who rely on this business, this is not just about stolen items or property damage. It is a violation of their hard work, their sense of security, and their livelihoods. Sadly, this is not an isolated incident. This is Mark's second break-in for the year. Last week, his neighbours Michael and his team at the nail salon just next door also become victims of theft, including property damage. When I visited Michael to offer my support, he shared with me the heartbreaking reality that he wouldn't even bother claiming damages for his insurance, fearing higher premiums or the loss of coverage altogether. Michael and Mark both told me the same thing. The best way I could support them is being here today, in this Parliament, to strengthen our laws and give them hope that things will improve. Just like Queenslanders did back in October, Mark and Michael choose hope over fear. Even when faced with thousands of dollars of damage bills, they remain optimistic about their future because they know now they have a government prepared to acknowledge the crime crisis and act decisively to address it. Madam Speaker, Redlands is far from immune from the crime crisis. Over the past 12 months, more than 8,000 offences have been committed in our community. These include 2,800 incidents of theft and unlawful entry and another 640 cases of property damage. Behind these statistics are real people, real victims, Mark and Michael, who deserve to feel safe in their homes, their workplaces, and in their neighbourhoods. These are stories that inspired me to run for my seat of Redlands, and as I expressed in my maiden speech last night, that's why I stand here today, ready to vote for the Making Queensland Safer Bill. This legislation, introduced by the Crisafulli Government, delivers on promises to take decisive action on youth crime. It is a direct response to the failures of the previous Palaszczuk-Miles Labor government, which allowed crime to spiral out of control and left communities like ours vulnerable and unsupported. This bill sends a clear and firm message. Crime will not be tolerated and victims will be prioritised. Under these laws, juvenile offenders who commit serious crimes such as murder, manslaughter and grievous bodily harm will face adult crime, adult time consequences. The right of victims will be put first. Courts will have the power to review full criminal history of offenders, including juvenile records for up to 5 years when sentencing adults. The principle of detention as last resort will be removed, ensuring that dangerous offenders are simply not returned to the streets. Greater transparency will allow the media to report on proceedings in the Children's Court, holding offenders accountable and building trust in our justice system.
Yeah. Great decision.
Absolutely. This legislation takes a balanced approach by not only strengthening penalties, but also bolstering early intervention programs and rehabilitation opportunities to support at-risk youth. We are addressing the root cause of crime to ensure young people have the opportunity to turn their lives around before they offend. Madam Speaker, yesterday morning, I spoke with Mark, who also happened to cut my hair on Saturday. I think he did a pretty good job. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. And I've reached out to the managers of where his salon's located at Home and Co at Victoria Point to explore further safety improvements for small businesses in our area. These conversations remind me that safety is about more than just laws. It's about people. It's about business owners, families and individuals who deserve to live and work without fear. This legislation is a critical step forward in making our streets and businesses and homes safer, but it's just the beginning. The Crisafulli Government is committed to restoring law and order in Queensland, ensuring our justice system prioritises accountability, fairness and protection for victims. The youth crime crisis has been plaguing Queenslanders for too long, and today we take a stand. I am proud to support our Redlands community by supporting these laws. I would also like to take the opportunity to acknowledge and thank our local police. Scott Prestige and his team at the Bayside Patrol Group do an exceptional job in our area. I was advised by the local businesses at Home & Co this morning that they have supported them with placing our police mobile police beat van, sorry, that's a mouthful, at Home & Co. That has brought them comfort, and I thank the police for taking that action. Together we will restore safety, ensure accountability, and build a stronger future for our community. Thank you.
Speaker.